All right, so we are doing another mite wash. Our least favorite part about beekeeping, but something that needs to be done. What we do is we start testing early July, and we'll test once a month going into October. So this is actually the first time we've tested this hive. This was an early June split that is built into a really beautiful hive. I have a frame here of big, fat, juicy larvae and a whole lot of nurse bees, giving it another check just to make sure I don't see any queen. Again, recommend you mark your queens so to make this easier and safer. So I'm gonna knock these bees into this bucket. I'm going to pour that bucket into a 1/2 cup scoop. Put those into this detergent.
Before you do that, why pick that frame?
So you want to pick just fat, juicy larvae. The mites know to go to the larva before they're capped, and then the mites get capped with the larva, and that's where they reproduce. So find larvae, you'll find mites. So all right, gonna knock these off. Gonna go ahead and funnel these into this 1/2 cup scoop. All right, put those in. And there we go. So this is 2 tablespoons Dawn dish detergent to 1 gallon of water mixture. Scientificbeekeeping.com, Randy Oliver. We used to use alcohol for our alcohol washes, then we used windshield wiper fluid. Now we just use this Dawn dish soap, and it's really easy. So you basically give it a quick swirl just to get them all dunked, and you're going to let that sit for 1 minute. After 1 minute, you're gonna do a gentle swirl for 30 seconds, and at that point, all the mites are gonna drop off. This is, like I said, this is not my favorite part of beekeeping, but we need to test. What we're looking for is low mite counts, and the hives that have low mite counts, those are the queens that we're gonna use to reproduce, to split next year. Those are the queens we're gonna use to try to continue those lineages. So it's really important for us to test. So far, only 1 hive in this apiary has had more than a 1% mite load, meaning 3 mites per 300 in the sample. It actually had 8, so a little under 3%. But the rest have been all really good, 0s and 1s. But what happens in July is the population of these hives, the bee population is going up and up and up. July, August hits, they're gonna plateau, and then the population starts dropping. But right as it starts dropping, the mite population is gonna continue to take off. So at this point, we're getting to the part of the season where the mites are outproducing the bees, and that's when you're gonna see really, really high mite loads. And the mites are gonna transmit disease. They're gonna weaken their immune system so these bees can't fight disease on their own. And that's a big problem. So put this frame back in here, get some nurse bees back on it. So it's been about a minute. So I'm just gonna do a light swirl. I think Randy Oliver sings a song right now, probably trying to embarrass his kids. I am just gonna mumble for a little bit. All right, that is about 30. Oh, lovely. Looks like we might have 3. Give it a little bit more swirl time. All right. This is like a Varroa, it's called the Varroa Easy Check. I got this on sale for like 12 bucks. You can use all kinds of different techniques. Prior to this, we just used 2 mason jars. One that had a metal screen on it, and we would pour from one into the other. So the mites are gonna sink. So looking up, I got 4. What do you think, Kara?
Yep, 4 looks.
Yep, 4,
right.
clear as day. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then the easy way to get these out of the jar before you're next, I just go ahead and pour it through a little shop towel. It's also going to pick up any debris that came with it, you know, bee parts, dirt. And then I just do this little swirl to make sure I get everything. And there we go. Make sure this is clean, good. Back together, keep bees out of it. And that's all she wrote. So this hive has 4 out of a sample of 300, so just over 1%, 1.25%, something like that, 1.3%. So that's good. I'm not gonna worry about that. If that came back 6 plus, maybe 9 plus, that's when I'm really gonna worry. But I'm gonna just kind of monitor it, always take notes, and we'll check back with it in a month. So September 1st, we'll come back and check it out.